Welcome to the P's and Q's podcast. I'm your host, Quinée Foray, and I'm living my best life. And I want to help you live your best life. Here on the P's and Q's podcast, we'll be talking everything spiritual, love, health, and wealth. The abundance of the universe is your birthright, and it manifests in so many different ways. My intention for you listening here is to help you remember your power and your divinity and your divine magical gifts that your soul brought here to share. This podcast has been a long time coming, and all of the trials and tribulations that I've faced on this earth in this life have prepared me for this moment. And I'm truly grateful to be able to share this journey with whoever is listening. To start off, let's get into 3 fun facts about me. Number 1, I grew up in the safest city in America. It's called Moorpark, and that's because there's a park on every corner, which is beautiful. I was born in Inglewood. At 8 years old, my parents built a house and moved my brother and I there, and it's literally like my little Truman Show bubble. You just ride your bike, everybody's like, hey neighbor, it's just like such a nice place. I am grateful for Moorpark. Shout out to the 805. Number 2, I have owned dogs, cats, rats, mice, frogs, lizards, fish, birds, and bunnies. Ooh, ooh, ooh. I love animals. I always wanted to have a hamster or a gerbil or a ferret. I had a friend that had a ferret, and I wish I could have had a ferret, but I love animals. One day I want a horse, I want a pig. I just have a whole little farm. Number 3, I come from a long line of witches. And I say that with such admiration and appreciation because I feel like the word witches has gotten a negative connotation over time. But truly, all a witch is a woman of power who understands her divine connection to everything going on in the universe and is able to share those gifts with the world. I've always felt this light burning inside of me, this beautiful, bright light. And I've always wanted to help people and share it with the world. Since I was a little girl, I was able to see past people's shells, to see when they're happy, to see when they're hurting, and to really get to see their truest selves. My mom says as a little girl, I would go around just hugging people and that I never met a stranger. And that is still true because I love hugging people. And I have never met a stranger. There's so much that goes on in this life, and I think it's really important for us to recognize that we are all one. I am you, and you are me. So last year was the hardest year of my life, my entire life. I found myself in a really, really dark place. I had a lot of loss, from death to divorce to sheer disappointment. And I found myself in a place that I'd never been before. And I honestly wasn't sure how I was going to make it out of that dark hole. And really, it was the love of the universe that cradled me and brought me back to the light. And I'm so grateful for that. And I know that there are so many of us that are going through so much. And I want you to know that you're not alone and that we're going to get through this together. And I have so much love to give. And I want to give it all to you. I am transforming my pain into my purpose. And on this journey together, we will go into the depths of our souls and rediscover our power to create whatever we want in this life. When I was interviewing to work at this multi-billion-dollar company, I remember being in my interview and my then-to-be future boss, shout out Scott Kaplan, love you, bro. He asked me a question and he said, "Do you see the glass as half full or half empty?" And I said, oh yeah, I'm an optimist. Like I always see the glass as half full, it's always half full. And he said, that's interesting. I see why you said that. He's like, I see the glass as completely full. It's half full of liquid, and then the other half is full of air. And in fact, it's overflowing with air, so the glass is overflowing. And I was like, wow, I'd never thought about it that way before. And it's all just a point of perspective. And those subtle shifts in your perspective can shift everything. When you see what you want to see, when you see the things that you are looking for, that is the way that we can reinforce our magic and create even more abundance and magic in our life. And it all starts with perspective. So if, those people that walk around and say, there's no good men out here, well, guess what you're going to see? No good men. Or, bad things always happen to me. Guess what you're going to see? Bad things happening to you. But if you walk around and you see the magic and you see the miracles, guess what you'll see? More magic and more miracles. So we'll train some of that together. See the magic, be the magic. I always expect the magic. I always look for the magic. My life has been a fairy tale. And even in fairy tales, you have the shit going crazy part, but there's always a happy ending. And I'm here because of the happy ending, because last year was not a fairy tale for me. But here I am, stronger, reborn, forged, and excited to share this with you guys, share this journey in the hopes that I can help you through whatever you're going through in your journey. So when I think about magic, it's interesting. I'm sitting here in my home now. That is an investment, is my first investment. And both of my parents are real estate investors. They've been priming me for a long time, since I was little. And they kept saying, it's your turn. When are you getting your property? When are you going to do this? It's time to start. And I remember sitting in my driveway, writing down a list on the phone with my dad. He's like, pull over, it's time. Like, you need to write this down, because that is a powerful manifesting tool. We'll get into that in another episode, but write it down. So I wrote down, I want a 4-unit building, a 3-bedroom, a 2-bedroom, a 1-bedroom, and a studio. And I wanted to generate enough income that I don't have to pay rent to live. And I wanted it to be in a certain area and all these different attributes. And I remember when I started the process with my agent looking for these properties, and I found one online and I saw the picture of it, and I knew like the fireworks went off inside my soul. I was like, that is my property. And it was so exciting. And I had my agent call and try to make an offer. And he calls me back and he's like, oh, bad news. They said they already accepted an offer. And I was like, the what? The what? No, they didn't. How is that possible? This is mine. Like, I knew it was for me. God told me. It's my magic. What do you mean? So I just went about my merry way. I said, well, that's really quite odd, but I'll just go along my merry way. And so I did. And I saw some other properties, made a couple offers. And the day that an offer that I'd made had been accepted by another party, I got a call. I was on a plane on the way to Baltimore, and I saw it was my agent, so I answered the phone while they're trying to tell me to get off the phone, but rules, schmills. And he's like, hey, they wanted to know if you're still interested in the property. And I was like, that makes sense. I knew it. I said, of course, give them whatever they want. Long story short, made the offer. They accepted it. And I remember after we closed, the previous owner came by. We got to meet face to face, really nice guy. I said, whatever happened to that original offer that you accepted? What happened to them? And he said, what was the oddest thing? They just ghosted me. They just never, ever replied. And I said, oh, that's not weird at all. It wasn't for them. It was for me. And I knew it. And I want you to trust in your magic that deeply, to know in every cell in your body that it is for you and it is yours. I just want to thank you for being on this journey with me, and I look forward to having these conversations every Monday and meditations every other Wednesday. Please check me out on all platforms at Quené Foray and hit the subscribe button here to be with us every week. Thank you all for being here. This has been magical. I'm sending you with all of my love and blessings for a magical week. I love you.